Today's video is going to be a quick video about what is Bergen County. Now, if you're moving to the New York City area, there are a lot of options to choose from. You can live in Westchester, Long Island, Connecticut, and of course, New Jersey. Bergen County is located within New Jersey, and I'm going to show you on the map. This map is a little crazy and might look a bit confusing to you, but it's actually very simple. All of these red lines are zip codes, and you see here in blue, that's Bergen County. Now, why am I showing you this map? Well, the main hub is Manhattan. Everything revolves around Manhattan around here. We are in the tri-state area. What is the tri-state area? That is New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut over here. So you can see right here is the tri-state. This is where everything meets up. Now, why do I like Bergen County more than the other suburbs? You have Westchester. Westchester is beautiful. Westchester is very expensive. Westchester doesn't have half the amenities that Bergen County does, although Westchester is a great place to live and does have a lot of amenities. So you can see here that Westchester starts, see this horizontal line right here? That is basically the top of the Bronx, and these are all the Bronx zip codes below it. Everything above that is Westchester, Bronxville, multi-million-dollar neighborhood. And the thing is, if you live in Westchester, you have to go through the Bronx, which is chaotic, in order to get to Manhattan. The good thing about Westchester is that they do have the Metro North trains that are going to take you into Grand Central. However, those train rides are typically 1 hour from wherever you are in Westchester. That's a long train ride, right? That's just to get to Manhattan, and then you got to take a cab or the subway to work or school or whatever you're doing. You also have the suburb called Long Island. Queens and Brooklyn are technically on Long Island, but they are boroughs of New York City. They are part of New York City itself. Long Island really starts right here in Floral Park, Elmont area. This is the Cross Island Parkway, this main highway right here, and that is pretty much the end of Queens. Elmont over here is the start of proper Long Island. And again, if you live on Long Island, look how long this island literally is. A lot of the nice places are pretty far away from Manhattan if you're driving again. So you have to go through Queens, and in some cases go through Queens and Brooklyn just to get to Manhattan if you live in Long Island. Now, why am I making this video and talking about these other places? It's because Bergen County is the it's New York's hidden gem. It's where I grew up. I was a commuter to New York City for high school. I went to Regis High School. After that, I went to Santa Clara University. I lived in California for a couple of years, lived internationally for a couple of years. And overall, I was like, I got to go back to Bergen County. That's home. There's no other place like it in the world. And going to New York City, I got to compare all my friends' commutes who were commuting from Westchester, Long Island, the boroughs. And I frequently found that my Bergen County commute was the easiest commute out of everybody that I went to high school with. 126 kids I graduated with. They were from all 5 boroughs: Westchester, Connecticut, Long Island, and New Jersey. My commute, somehow coming from Bergen County, was easier than everybody else's. They all had long train rides. The trains wouldn't come frequently. When you live in Bergen County, there are some train lines to the city. However, most of it is bus lanes, and these bus lanes get exclusive access. They shut down a lane that leaves New York City and goes to New Jersey, and they make it available for the buses to go from New Jersey to New York in the morning and vice versa in the afternoon. You now have a free lane for the buses to just zip into the city and bypass all of the morning traffic, which is a huge flex if you need to get to the city fast in the morning. I grew up right around here in the Pagoda area, and my commute essentially was to hop on a bus here. It would take me down 95 into 495, and boom, I'm in the city, Times Square. And then from there, you can take pretty much a lot of trains: 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, E, NQRW. There's a lot of trains that leave from Times Square, and you can get anywhere in the city from there very easily. So I love Bergen County's commute. All the buses do go to Port Authority, and it makes life super easy. So what's going on in Bergen County? There's a couple sections. There's a southern section, there's a central section, there's the northern valley, there's the Pascack Valley, and then there's this northwest section over here. And then I would say over here by the George Washington Bridge, this entire area is its own similar section as well. And what you get in Bergen County is a lot of wealth, bigger properties, bigger homes, bigger price tags up north. You get it in the Northern Valley here, you get it in the Pascack Valley here, and you get it big time out here in northwest Bergen County as well. In central Bergen County, the lots are a lot more dense and the houses will be smaller. A lot of Bergen County is very historical. George Washington came through here. There's literally houses that are preserved that George Washington stayed in overnight when the British were coming. And it's a very old infrastructure because of that. So especially as you get down to the southern towns where it's more densely populated and was more inhabited over the past 150, 300 years, this area is really cool. It's got a lot of culture, a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping. And then I would say it's more quiet and residential and hilly and serene up north. So that's the vibe in Bergen County. You're going to be able to get lower prices here. Down here, you get a good mix of low price, medium price, and high price. I would say Hackensack is the heart of Bergen County. Hackensack is undergoing major change right now. And because of that, I think once Hackensack which is the county seat of Bergen County, once Hackensack finishes its redevelopment, basically it will be the central hub of Bergen County. It's going to be, it's one of the 3 cities in Bergen County. We have Hackensack, we have Garfield over here, and we have Englewood. Those are the 3 cities in Bergen County. Once Hackensack is done getting gentrified, Bergen County is going to blow up. The entire area will have a central city, which is really cool, aside from New York City. So you'll have your own cultural hub in Bergen County, and you'll have easy access to New York City. That's the base case, like most simple reason that I love Bergen County. Now, it does have insane amenities. You can get anything you want in Bergen County for real, for real. And of course, if you cannot, for some reason, get it in Bergen County, you have New York City. I just went to the city last night to visit my buddy. 25 minutes in, 25 minutes out, driving. Super easy. He lives on 37th and 1st, so it's Midtown, little southern part of Midtown. And I was there in 24 minutes from the Palisades Park area, which is, I'll show you real quick on the map. Palisades Park is right here. So to get to 37th and 1st area over here, it took me 24 minutes. And let me just prove that to you. I'll show you. All right, so this is my Bergen County map. And we're going to go Palisades Park, right? Beautiful directions to 7th and 1st. If I'm driving right now, there's traffic and it's 36 minutes. So I got into the city last night after rush hour. There's no traffic and I got there in 24. So that's just a little patch of traffic over here on the FDR and another patch of traffic down here on the FDR. Has nothing to do with New Jersey traffic at all right now. And it is 1:15 on a Wednesday. So I love this. I love Bergen County. I swear it's super underrated. If you've ever considered moving to the New York City area and you want to live in the suburbs, so you get to go home and you don't have to live in the concrete jungle, but you still get paid like you're living in the concrete jungle, Bergen County might be the perfect option for you. Oh, one more thing. The reason that I like Bergen County more than other counties in New Jersey is because if you want to live in Essex County over here, it's a nice place, don't get me wrong. And Livingston, great town, super hot, strip mall town. That's what I call it. It doesn't have the old infrastructure, the character that Bergen County has, but it's a cool place. The problem with that for me is that you have to drive through Newark in order to get to New York City. That's a big issue for me personally, because as a Bergen County resident, I avoid Newark, Hoboken, Jersey City at all costs because of the massive traffic and congestion in those areas. And it's not very pretty either. Main reason that New Jersey gets so much trash talk is because people land in Newark Airport to go to New York City and they see how unaesthetic Newark truly is. So if you live in Livingston, keep in mind, every time you go to the city, you got to look at disgusting Newark, New Jersey, Harrison, New Jersey. That is not something that I personally want to do every time I go to the greatest city in the world. I'd rather just zip in from my house and it's like, oh, New York City belongs to me. So I have a big issue with Essex County for those reasons. And then, of course, if you're in southern New Jersey commuting upwards, that's just too long. You might as well live in Long Island or Westchester at that point. I understand that it's cheap, but you're putting yourself through a world of inconveniences living down there if you're working in New York City, in my personal opinion. So you know a little bit more about my story, why I like Bergen County so much. Maybe you can relate. If you want to buy a house in Bergen County, please consider using me as your buyer's agent. I know the area like the back of my hand. There are 70 towns on this channel. You can find reviews on most of those towns, and more towns will get reviewed in the future. My name is Tyler Sellers. I'm a real estate agent here at 2 Win Realty in Fort Lee, New Jersey. which of course is the connecting town to Manhattan, New York City via the George Washington Bridge. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.